My name is JD Correa. I've been a ministry partner at East Point for a little over a year now. When the church rolled out spiritual growth plans, I was initially pretty excited about it, and I really was looking forward to choosing something and digging in. But I also felt a sense of conviction because as followers of Christ, these are things that we should be doing anyway. But I'm happy that we have a church that is relevant with our culture today, and they knew that we needed some direction in this. The value I chose for my spiritual growth plan was to prioritize Scripture. I have been a follower of Christ for some years now, ever since college, I'd say, but I still had never read through the entire Bible. As soon as I saw that, I knew I needed to do it. So before I chose this value, I'd say that this time in my life, I was really kind of awakening back as a follower of Christ. I hadn't really prioritized my relationship with Jesus. When I first came to East Point, it was the start of a refresh in my faith. I knew I had to develop a plan, set up structure so that I would stick to this plan. So I'd wake up early in the mornings. I believe it was like 5:30 in the morning every morning before work. And I'd set aside that time to be in peace and quiet, and I'd open His Word and go through the passages. It really led me to become consistent and develop a habit, which helped me see through the entire process. It has tremendously affected my relationship with Jesus. It's basically like I was making a new friend and getting to know them better. You know, my wife would see me getting into the Word every day and keeping to a plan. And I think that that was good for our relationship. And then also just some of the people that are around me all the time that know that I am a professed follower of Christ, you know, they were finally seeing some fruit. Yeah, I ended out the year. It was actually 4 or 5 days before Christmas, and I finished the plan and read through the entire Scripture. So if someone asked me what a spiritual growth plan is, I would say it is putting intentionality in our relationship with Christ in some way. So whether that be prioritizing Scripture or spending more time in prayer or being intentional about doing these things to further our growth in our relationship with Christ and in the church as well. It's been really easy here at East Point in walking through these plans because they've laid them out so well for us as participants in the church body. Some things that I noticed as I prioritized Scripture this year, one big item that stuck out to me is how I went about my days. It would actually have an impact on my conversations with people, with how I handled, family relationships, how I reacted to situations. Those things really actually changed. It helped me in my own relationships, and that was a big deal for me. I'd say for anyone who's hesitant about their spiritual growth plan, I would really encourage them to just jump in and start. Because just like anything else in life, it is about the process, not as much the end result in the fact of completing something, but how you change over the course of it is what really matters, I think. And for anyone struggling with their plan, there's so many resources here at this church. Any of us ministry partners or the staff, we would love to jump in and help people to progress through their plans. So don't be afraid to get started.